Well, good morning, everybody. RV living with the geezer and his good pal Luna. We're out doing some walking. We're just walking around the property this morning. My son got part of the grass cut, and then he said a spindle that holds one of the blades got stripped or something. It must have hit something, and so the blade was all wobbly, so he had to order a new one. So the rest of it will get finished up when that comes in. But yeah, but he got the perimeter cut, so it gives me a good acre to walk around, and that way the dogs can sort of follow me around. There's Dixie and London doing their morning wrestling. Happy 4th of July to everybody. Happy Independence Day. And there's Hank over there on the porch. Everybody else is probably still sleeping. But got a nice little breeze blowing this morning too. It's humid, but there is a breeze. So I try to get in about 30 minutes of walking around the property. I don't know how long it takes to walk around here. Not long, maybe 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. So it's several laps. But yeah, my old town, I just saw on Facebook, my old town, my old hometown of Comfort, Texas is being evacuated. A lot of it is being evacuated. Kerrville also. So the Guadalupe's flooding. I mean, I saw videos really flooding really bad. My son got the project done here, so we've got a hose running down to the ducts. But my prayers go out to Comfort and Kerrville and all my friends down there. I hope nobody loses anything, especially lives. There's the ducks. They're all saying good morning, Carl, no Bohemian Nomad. There's Taco Carl. He's leading the pack as usual. There he is, the big white one. My son put a drain on the swimming pool so we can drain the water real easily and refill it about every 3 or 4 days. It needs it, so they're happy. Here's the back pasture. He was talking about getting it shredded. Again, making it look nice. I don't know why. We got deer that go down there. He's got right there in that big tree, right there. If I zoom in on the right side of it, if you see something blue hanging there, that's a deer feeder. Of course, it's not to shoot the deer, but it's just to bring them up, because the house, you can look out the back windows of the house and see the deer down there. They all love that. I grew up with deer, so. But yeah, so. Yeah, I remember I was in the shredding business for a long time when I was in the fire department. I had a little Ford, it had a bucket on it. Ford tractor I bought used, and it only had a 4-foot shredder. And boy, I underbid a lot of jobs with that thing, I tell you. I thought I'd bid enough, and I was out there for hours shredding fields with that 4-foot shredder. It was only like a 23 horsepower diesel, so it couldn't pull a bigger shredder actually. But I did make money. I sold it for as much as I paid for it, and I had it for 10 years. Worked it for 10 years, so I made money with it. It wasn't like a 9N or an 8N. It was newer than that. It was I forget that number on it, but it was a good tractor. I kept it you know, just kept the oil changed and greased it, and it changed out a couple of hydraulic hoses, and yeah, gave me something to do too, along with it. At one time, I had 23 yards I was taking care of with a Cub Cadet rider and a weed eater, and so anything to make $1 back in those days when you're raising a family. Fire department didn't pay near what it pays now. But yeah, this afternoon I think everybody's going over to Stephanie's parents' house for barbecue and all that, and I'm gonna stay here with the dogs because of the fireworks. Of course, Dixie will be inside the house, locked up. Well, she'll have free range of the whole house. So, but she'll be nervous, so I'd rather just stay here with the dogs. I've got me a pork chop already cooked in my air fryer, and been having a few issues lately with my sleep and my blood pressure. So I'm really starting to try to eat whole foods. I never realized it. Somebody mentioned it on something the other day. They said when you go to the grocery store, I don't know how many of y'all already know this, but they say just stay on the outer aisles. Don't go on the inner aisles. The outer aisles, and if you think about it, most grocery stores are set up that way. The outer aisles are the ones that have the, you know, not the processed stuff. Of course, everything is processed nowadays to an extent, but some a lot more. So, you know, what they're saying is you stay away from your canned foods, your frozen foods, your packaged foods, and just try to eat your whole, you know, foods that you have to cook. It's a little bit more work, but I have done some studies, and it's supposed to help out a lot on a lot of things. So I'm getting to be 75. I really need to start making some life changes. I thought, you know, I try to keep up with a few already, like exercising, and haven't they grown? Look at that. Look at that. What do you call them? A flock? Flock of geese? I mean, flock of ducks. Hey, happy 4th of July to you guys. Taco. Where's Rex? Rex and Taco are the two names I can remember. All right, guys. Happy 4th. I'm going to keep walking. Old Luna loves to see her down there at the fence line. She loves to just look for anything moving out there. I hope she just never finds a way to get out of that fence, because I know she would go after it. There's old London over there. So happy 4th of July, and if you're barbecuing or whatever, just stay safe, and if you got extra money to spend, buy some food and give it to an animal shelter, and don't give it to a fireworks conglomeration that's making billions of dollars. That's just my opinion. Don't shoot your money up. Don't shoot your $20 bills up in the sky and blow them up. Give it to something worthwhile. Okay, I get off my little pulpit. I sure appreciate y'all watching my videos. Everybody take care, and prayers for my old hometown hometowns of Comfort and Kerrville, Texas. Guadalupe's out of its banks right now, and I can tell you what, there's a lot of kids that are at camps up there right now that are stranded. There was a terrible incident in 1987 where 10 of them lost their lives in a bus that tried to make a crossing. Yeah, so just my prayers for comfort in Kerrville, Texas. Thank y'all. Adios. Happy 4th. Bye-bye.